Okay, so good evening, Crimson Skies. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm outside. Look at this, touch of grass. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm inside. So now what I was saying is that the doc's been popping up in my feed uh, quite a bit lately. I just finished watching his little baby steps video, highlight video, and I was laughing pretty good like the whole time, and it really got me thinking that the game that I first came across him, right, was this game called H1Z1. For any of you that might remember it, I'll throw a little clip up for you guys of some people playing it back in the day because it was super popular. It was super popular, so yeah, enjoy it.
Shit, I go anywhere I want with no pants on. It doesn't matter. That's how you sneeze. Don't hold it. I hate the people that sneeze. They go. It makes me sick to my stomach. Let it all out.
It's just one of those things where if people want to do it, they'll do it, you know?
He got wrecked.
He's a fucking hatter too. Just another one though.
Got him, monsters?
Chronicles of a Magnum Gamer, dude.
Where you guys at?
I'm on the rooftop.
I have no idea.
Oh, the big. Oh, I see you. Oh, jump into the car. I dare you. Jump in the car.
Alright, stay.
Right around here.
Dude, if he makes this,
Oh, I should have gone closer. Shit, you should have told me to go closer, bro.
I'm stuck on the table! Shh. Oh!
I decided to try to find it. I tried to find the game. It was called H1Z1. That's what it was. That's what it used to be called, H1Z1, and it's kind of hard to find now because they labeled it differently. It's no longer H1Z1. It's like H1 Battle Royale or something. I don't really know, but so I kind of got it wrong. Instead of H1 Battle Royale, it's Z1 Battle Royale. Okay. This is why I had to cut out a lot of my ramblings for me being outside because I kind of got a lot of the information wrong. Silly me, silly me. It's all that fresh air, man. I couldn't think straight. I'm telling you. I shouldn't go back outside. Anyways, so yeah, I went back. I played Z1 Battle Royale. Let's check it out together, shall we? Let's check it out together. Okay. So, I gotta be honest. When the game launched and I saw that Daybreak logo, I kind of got excited as I got a rush of nostalgia of playing with my friends back in the day, especially with the crossbow and the explosive bolts. Those were the times, man. Now, after clicking start, the game immediately threw me into an extremely basic character creator. Mainly, you just pick a face, and then once that happens, the game comes to the main menu. Of course, I got a little OCD and immediately had to get rid of all of the exclamation marks on all the customization options. Surprisingly, though, this is basically how I remembered it back then too. A simple menu and a bunch of skin options to unlock and choose from. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but it definitely feels like nothing has changed yet over the decade of this game having been out so far. Once I finally got rid of all the notices, it was time to play. Now, I actually got pretty excited for a second because almost immediately I was told a match was found. Well, unfortunately, that was short-lived. As it turned out, I was the only one in the lobby. Now, I gotta admit, I only had to wait a couple of minutes before someone else joined, and the game actually started counting it down with just the two of us. So right away, I can already tell you this game does not have a very big player base anymore, except for like I'd assume a handful of diehard players or Steam users trying it out. But I was happy to at least be able to play. Once the match started with the three of us, it immediately dropped us in. Exactly how I remember it playing before. Managed to find a shotgun and a few items in a house, heard some footsteps, and I get one-shotted. Nice. Fucking nice. Now on the bright side, you are given an option to just immediately play again, so I did. Load into another lobby by myself and waited. Some players, as before, joins. We hopped in, I find a rifle, immediately hear footsteps. Dead again. That's right. Hell yeah, brother. this Now this time, going back to the lobby, I find these leaderboards of kills and wins, set for monthly, weekly, and daily. And you'll notice, basically, it's all the same people on these boards. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So I did decide to play this game for about an hour, rinse and repeating, with every match basically ending the same, where we get like two or three people to join the lobby, we hop in, I find a shotgun, I die. But I do have to admit something, okay? I must admit, I was actually kind of having fun. And I feel like the reason why I still end up like enjoying my time playing this game was because of how quick. I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but it's because of how quick I was constantly able to like get back and play, get back and play. The option to just hit play again, you go in a loading screen. All those people that you were just playing with most likely does the same thing, so you all get right back in the same. You land in that small little zone, you guys gun it down, and then you start over again. I don't know. I was I was genuinely kind of having fun, even though I was getting one shot because I'm pretty sure these are all people who like these are all people who've probably been playing this game for years. Where I played back in like 2015, 2016, and then I just kind of I stopped, man. That was when everyone started moving on. PUBG came out, and I started playing a lot of PUBG, and like all the other sorts of stuff. But I do need to say a couple of things. I find it really weird how there doesn't seem to be any real changes made. Like it's from what I saw, it was like the exact same like 5 or 6 weapons that you had back in the day. I never really had time to mess with the crafting because of how few people there were. It was almost like immediately you'd fight and then it was over. So the crafting element was largely like unused in the solos. Uh, and it's really interesting because it's exactly how I remember it back in like 2016, just without it's just without the player base. It's really weird how there was like a whole decade, a whole almost 10 years, man. And there doesn't seem to be any real major change in the game at all. I feel like the reason why it's called Z1 Battle Royale is because they probably did try to make a bunch of changes to the game and the game died. So they did like a last ditch effort, abandoned that original project, remade Z1 Battle Royale, the one that we have now, and then just kind of brought it back to that state that the game was in 2016, which I don't know why they didn't try to do anything beyond that though. you know? Um, like I don't really know why they just decided to keep it there. It is kind of cool. It's kind of like a time capsule. And what's really interesting is I think if I could get a bunch of friends together to play this, we could probably actually have a ton of fun playing. Like genuinely a ton of fun playing. Even better because of how small the player base is. If I got all my friends to play, we wouldn't even have to play in a group. We could literally just go into solos and play against each other, and then maybe like help each other achieve the dailies so we can get all the skins and stuff like that. And I think this game could actually be kind of fun, um, with some friends. I should say though, okay, about the small player base. There were 3 game modes. There was solo, duos, and fives, I think. And I only played solos. Okay, so if there is just a huge community that exclusively plays fives, I messed up. Okay. I messed up, but you would think solos would be the largest crowd. Um, but yeah, man, what's what's really interesting is that it it really does feel like this game could come back if maybe some content creators or something like that wanted to do a revival of it, or if someone like Doctor Disrespects decides to come back to this game or something. I feel like this game could easily be revived because it's just I mean it's all there. It's literally the exact game that I remember it being. It's literally the exact same game that I remember it being. Like the minimal weapons, the basic crafting system. It's really fascinating how they decided to keep no content in the game. Like just nothing. Even APB, my game, the game that I've been playing for like almost 15 years, is has had actually more content in additions made to it than what H1Z1 has, which is crazy. Uh, because that game's also struggling with more people. It's got more people than H1Z1, that's for sure. But the only thing that I find strange, kind of my last final thing, is that there used to be a survival mode that this game had. I could have sworn they came out with like an experimental. It was like a DayZ-esque survival mode thing that I remember them trying to do. I think that's what it was. Once again, that was kind of around the time when I had already stopped playing. I remember people telling me about it, but I never. I think I maybe played it once, so I didn't actually. I didn't really pursue it a whole lot. I don't know too much about what that game mode actually was, but I do remember they tried to do some kind of survival thing. Um, it must have just been abandoned. Or when they did the remake with the Z1 thing, they just didn't port over that edition because they were trying to recatch the lightning in the bottle that this game was back in like 2015, 2016. I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame because I do believe this game is enjoyable. It's very moment to moment, very fast paced right now. With the 3 or 4 people you'll play against, I think you could have a real hoot and holler if you got a couple of friends together. This is you can get away with it too because of how small it is. You could probably get just some friends to go into solos and all play against each other and stuff like that. But that's kind of it, you know. That's kind of it, man. uh, so yeah, enjoy your evening, enjoy your night. Hope you guys are doing well. Go outside, man. Get some fresh air, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, 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 peace.